Start so that I'm on this plane. It doesn't really matter the orientation, top or front, whatnot. I'm just going to rotate it this way. I'm going to put 4 circles on here. And these 4 circles will be those where those holes are. I want a couple straight lines across the top and bottom. 3-point arcs to go between the circles. And eventually I want them to be tangent. So they can automatically become tangent. I'll trim off what I don't need. I'm going to make everything nice and tangent. And that one's already there. I'm going to make some stuff equal. I'm going to make the 4 arcs equal to each other. And we should be all set there. I'm going to use some construction. Before I go, I should make this arc equal to that one. And I can even make that top line equal to the bottom one. I'm going to make a couple of construction lines that go diagonal between, these construction lines to go diagonal between the points, and I want the midpoint of them to be on that origin, and then I can add in my 4.5 inch dimension, and then it's 2 inches between here. This is, let's zoom in a little bit. What do we got on that? 9/16 radius. 9/16 radius. This is a 1 inch radius. And then if it's purple, it moves, right? So I'm going to grab a point and move it. See how it's moving kind of wonky there. I'll use my vertical constraint and line up 2 of the points, and I'm fully constrained. Finish the sketch, extrude it, and it's 0.375 tall. Now I'm going to sketch on top of that, and I'm going to put in on top a rectangle with a construction line where the midpoint of that construction line is attached to the origin, and I will attach this line collinear to the outside dimension between here and here, and that's 2 7/8. Then finish that sketch, extrude that up 3/4 of an inch, sketch on top of that, another rectangle with a construction line. Again, the diagonal construction line makes it so that you're finding the midpoint of both, the vertical and the horizontal directions. Then we're gonna go ahead and dimension from one of the sides here, and that is 5/16. And then the overall width here is 2 and a 16. 2 and a 16, so 0.4625, right? We'll finish that sketch, extrude it, and it goes through all as a cut. And then I want to make those ears now. They mate to the inside surfaces, so I want to sketch on that inside surface because it mates to that inside surface. I'll tilt this just a little bit, project geometry in, move it down, draw a circle at the top, draw in from the end of that line that I projected in, my diagonal lines to the circle, and trim it off, make these things tangent, and I'm going to dimension this arc on the top, which is 5/8. Let's line up down here to the midpoint of that. And dimension from the middle of it to the bottom, 3 3¼ Finish that sketch, extrude this. It's going to be 0.375. Yeah, that direction and that direction. Now here, you could sketch the other one on the other side. It'd be pretty easy, but you could also just mirror a singular feature. I will mirror that feature about my which plane? The XZ plane, and press OK. So now I have those in here. On the outside, I'm going to draw that sketch for my rib, which is just a rectangle. So just draw the shape you want. We're going to use the coincident constraint to attach the midpoint to the midpoint of this. And then I'm going to project in this arc on top. I don't need to draw anything again so that I can dimension everything. So this has a width of 3/8. And the height of this to the here, it doesn't matter which one you do. You can do the 11/32 or the 7/16 here. You just got to orient it properly later. So 7 divided by 16. And we're going to extrude that to next. And press OK. Rotate around to this side, actually this surface, extrude, and same thing. We're going to put in a rectangle where I attach the midpoint of it and project in that arc where I dimension it. This one's going to be that dimension 11/32. And then for the width of it, I'm actually just going to connect it. This green line is the other one over here. I don't need to establish that again. I'm just going to make it collinear. Done.
That's crazy. What the heck?
Extrude it out.
7.
To next. Press OK.
So
Let's
fast.
make some holes. On the top here, we're going to go on the surface, and I need 2 points. Surface and the arc, and give it a diameter, and that diameter is, I believe, 7/16. No, 13. Yeah, it's 13/32. Right, and then I'm going to do another set of holes on the bottom here where I attach the arc. I can put as many of them in here as I need. And this one is 7/16 of an inch. Press OK to that. Now it comes to the fillets. Now the fillets need kind of a specific order. So I'm going to put in these 2 here first, and these are at a 1/16 of an inch. I'm going to put them in first, so that way I can add in my 1/8 inch radiuses that go around those corners. So there's one here, 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 and here. Then I have the internals on this side, and here, and here. Those are my 1/8 inch radiuses. Now I can start doing the rest of my 1/16 inch radiuses. We'll add them in. And, you do want to try to group them together so that they make sense. So I'll apply those. I'm going to go to the outside here. Oh, I'm going to cancel out for a second because I forgot on one of them. On this, I was supposed to add in these corners down here too. And then now I can go back in here and fill in these. Apply that, and then the last bit of fillets go on these little corners here.
So much stuff.
And press OK. Go to your eye properties, set your eye
Steel.
properties.
Yep.
The physical properties for this is steel cast.
Oh, still.
And I got the same volume that I've been getting right along. We're all set. That's how you do the fork.